Hey, everybody. So, welcome to Van Life with Minister Mary. Aloha, kea kua. No makeup today. So, small children run. Anyway, today I want to just talk to you about the progress and these really neat covers I got for my windows. Look at that. I made the curtains that I've rolled up and clipped together. And then this will be underneath because the curtains I made were actually made for a CX5. They're not wide enough, right? So I went ahead and I went on Amazon, and I will give you the name of the company. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Let me see. Oh boy. I got an idea. Look, and then there was light. So anyway, the name of the company is Van, V-A-N, and then L-U-S-I-S, Lucis, Van Lucis. Says, thank you for your purchase. If there's any problem, feel free to contact us. We promise to reply within 24 hours. There's no problem. So these are actually quilted. I was trying to make my own. You know how we all go get the Reflectix and then we all go make our own? It worked for the CX5 and it works for smaller vehicles. But when I go to do it on here, it didn't work. That little gap that you see is because I'm holding the door open with my foot, so we have some light in here. If I close it, it'll be fine, but I want to have some light. And I will close it once because it's raining out, and then we'll reopen it so we can light up the back, and you can see the new things in the back. So at any rate, they're really nice. And I wanted to jump on here today, Monday here today, to be able to let you see it fits really well. Now, the only place I see a little gap is on the bottom like that, if you notice where the plastic is here, because they are there's magnets in there. But now when I drop my curtain is longer than the arm, okay? So actually, can I let you see it? Let's see, how many of these I got in? One clippy. One clippy. And I think this was the other one. Yeah, I tried to set them a different way so I could tell. Now watch, it'll be like magic. Whoosh! So they actually come down further. So they're there like that. I got to put a clip on the end. Why didn't I do that? Anyway, they don't cover the entire window though. So what I'm going to do is take the rubber thing that's around here, the seal. The rubber thing, the seal. I'm so technical. And tuck it in just to hold it, because that's on the door itself. Okay, there you go. So if you notice, this goes down a little further. Now, yeah, I know there's still a little bit of a thing, but that way, let me actually close the door for you. Okay, there you go. So the curtains are actually on the inside. I'm trying to be so fussy today. So the curtains are actually on the inside. They're attached to the rubber on here with these they're just the real tiny binder clips. Don't get things real big because you don't want to mess up that rubber on that seal on the door. So there goes the light. But yeah, so that'll go around. Depends how you put them up. And if you want to make them wider, make them wider. This is from my CX5. I already had them done. And what I did to make them, because some people are like, well, how do you make them? I just made a big square with the one fabric, which is the fabric back. Oh, here. How can I hold it now? I'm trying to hold everything. Sorry. The black fabric, the solid black that's on the back here. That, there, if I hold it that way, you can see that solid fabric there is just black fabric that I had. And it actually is kind of slippery, so I think I took it from a sheet set. If you have sheets at home, just cut up the sheets. It's still fabric. If they're in decent condition, I mean, if they're like threadbare, no, don't. But otherwise, that's what I believe I did here. And I had enough because I didn't use these sheets. I think these are sheets I had, yeah. I washed them, and then I went ahead and I cut it. And so that's in the back. And then all I did is about this other fabric that you see here that says Lamb of God, Jesus, Bread of Life, what you call the Lord. And I went ahead, it says Messiah, Prince of Peace, Emmanuel. So lots of, Alpha and Omega, the symbols up here, Alpha and Omega, King of Kings. Anyway, so I got that fabric from Hobby Lobby, and I went ahead and I just cut a smaller square in the inside, kind of measured like how I wanted to put it, laid it out. And then so it's a straight stitch, you just hem it. There's nothing fancy. It's a big square, little square, call it a day. And I did it that way. So, and then I put them on with those little binder clips here. I just clipped them around. And then the rubber is nice enough where I can tuck it. I can just kind of tuck it in. But if I just tuck it in and then I move around too much, or maybe the wind, when I'm opening and closing the door, whatever. So I want to make sure they were there with the clips as well. So I did that. And then when I'm done with them, and I don't want to have them hanging there anymore because I have to drive, I just roll them, like literally roll it to the top, hand roll it like that to the top. And then I just clip it to itself and do one kind of clip to the side here. I just clip it. I'll show you the other side. So it's rolled up like that one over there. So yeah, so that's clipped over there. Hopefully I'm pointing the camera in the right direction because I never can see what I'm doing. What am I doing? Anyway, so they stay. They do stay if you roll it right. So roll it, clip it, call it a day. It's the same binder clip. But because I did that, and I put it in, and I had the dog in here, and I went to work the other day, and the sun was shining, and it was like, it wasn't hot, but it starts to, heat up because you have windows, right? And I had I did have the front Reflectix that I bought at Walmart that you get like for RVs, the biggest one you can find. I stuck that up there. It still wasn't big enough. So I went ahead and I put a second one. I cut pieces off of it and added it on the sides. I sewed it together. I hand sewed it together. So you can do that. It's staying just fine. So that fits in there. It fits in there really well. Now you can just buy one, go to Amazon and get it. This company probably has, I'll show you the card. That's a card for it. So it's probably backwards to you though. But that company does have, probably for the front window, but I bought these for the side. I don't have any back windows. I don't have any side windows, none of that stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that I could get something decent. It is like a quilted type thing, so there is supposed to be material in it that helps to keep things a little warmer. I don't know if it's 10 degrees or 20 degrees. I don't think you're actually going to have, they ain't going to be hot in here, but it will cut some of that. And then if you have your curtain over it, that's going to help a little bit, right? So every little bit helps. So, but that's the curtain. The curtain does come down enough, though, where it will, as it's hanging here, it's kind of relaxing. So it'll cover, it'll cover the bottom. Like, you won't be able to see that gap. You don't see the gap. So, yeah, there's no magnet on the bottom of that piece that's in the window from this Van Lucis. Because, I am so sorry, I'll explain what's going on. This is magnetic, but there's no metal down there. So if there's no metal on the bottom, why would you put a magnet in it, right? So if you wanted to, if you really, said, I don't like that space. If you really don't like it, it's a thin enough material that if you had any black fabric left over, take a row about an inch or two, hem it around and stick it on there, sew it on there. It'll cover it. It'll cover it. And it'll fold because it's fabric. Just lay it out flat. Make sure it's big enough. I know when you fold the thing up, it should just fold up. But the company that I'm talking about, and I'm not sponsored by any company, so yeah, that would be nice, huh? Let me do that. I'm going to do one more time. See, if you close the door, the lights eventually go off. If you open the door, they come back on. Plus, I have the outside light. But it's, I'll spell it again. VANLUSIS. Van Lucis. Like sis, like in sister, right? So Van, V-A-N-L-U for Lou, and then sis. I hope I'm saying it right. I mean, not, but it looks right to me. Van Lucis, and yeah, Van Lucis. Maybe say Van Lucis. Anyway, you can have more, if you want to email them, there's info at vanlucis.com. So if you wanted to, but I would look on Amazon and I would look for these things, and now you know the name of the company. That's their card. I'm going to hang on to this card, and you can get your own. Now I got to, oh, they're calling me from California. Who's calling me from California? Oh, guys, I'll be back. I'll see you in the next video.